And good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is Mr. Kasarian, and welcome to episode 18 of my modded Let's Play series. So we're catching up on some stuff today, and the first thing I want to do is get some lubricant from RotaryCraft going. Okay, that's a little bit more complicated than it sounds like. So let's get our inventory marginally cleared here. All right. This will all go in here for right now, along with that. That doesn't go in there. This goes in. That goes in there. This stuff goes into here. Not here, but here. Okay, so I got some farms going downstairs. That's pretty decent. Yeah. Okay, so without too much more ado, let's get this rolling. That's not where that goes either. I don't even know where this goes. Let's chuck that in there. Let's chuck that in with it and throw that cobblestone in just for good measure. Beautiful. Okay, so the first thing we're going to be making today is a DC electric engine. So some HSLA, 2 base panels. You guys get the gist of this. So let's get ourselves some base panels. And if I remember that recipe correctly. Oops, that didn't work. So I need 2 redstone and a shaft unit. Okay. Shouldn't be too hard. Let's find that shaft unit. Should be one around here somewhere. There we go. We got a shaft unit. All right. Okay. And we don't need the steam engine. A DC electric engine should be just fine. So, clicky? No clicky. Okay. Oh, because we don't have their 2 redstone. Right. Excuse me as I go all derpy on this. So let's go DC electric. There we go. Now the DC electric engine is pretty cool. Basically what it does is it just requires a redstone signal. So it's actually... it's pretty similar to the redstone engine for BuildCraft, okay? A little more useful than the redstone engine, but not by much. All right, so the next thing we're going to need to make is what's called a fermenter, okay? Pretty simple. Just some HSLA. Oh, I can use tin too. Sweet. Okay, can I do that with base panels now? Let's see, base panels. Nah, they require HSLA, okay. Do I have any HSLA laying or any base panels? I do. That brings me up to 3. And I need 4 and an impeller. Okay. Well, that's not too bad. So let's do base panel. We need an impeller, which is an HSLA gear. And impeller, please. And let's actually use tin for this. Because, as you guys can see, we have quite a bit of tin laying around. And, of course, my unification of items kind of decided to change on me. No? Right, because we need this, we need this, we need that, and we need 4 more tin. There we go. And we need to actually do this in here. There we go. And we got ourselves a fermenter. Awesome. All right, now I don't exactly remember which side of the fermenter needs power. So, yeah, let's hope it's the back. That's the wrong bloody room once again. Right, because I don't think there's anything really on the other side of this wall here. Is there in this room? Not really. Okay, good. So just for starters, let's try this the good old-fashioned way. Hoping that the fermenter power inputs from the back. Yeah, it looks like it does. And we just need to throw a lever down, and that'll start running. Power, speed, torque is good. Okay, so let's see. We need to check out what yeast looks like. Yeast. Just some sugar and some dirt at a pretty decent heat level. So why don't we hope there's nothing really important down below this. Okay. Again, I hope there's nothing really important down below that. And you guys have to give me a second because I forgot to start my timer. There we go. All right, so the episode will probably go a little bit long. All right, so we need some netherrack because we need to heat that thing up. And I'm hoping the netherrack should do the trick. I'm hoping. Sometimes I feel like Rika came up with this temperature API system, and just really wants to use it all the time. All the time. I mean, it makes sense, but it's still like, really? Right, guy? The thing can't heat its bloody self? See? It just can't heat its bloody self. Okay. Drop that there. Let's set a fire underneath it. It's heating up. That's great. Okay. DC electric engine is running. Now we just need some sugar. Let's see if we got any sugar growth yet. And the answer to that is no, we do not. Okay, great. So we need some sugar and some dirt. So let's get, you know what, let's just get a stack of dirt, shall we? We'll come running back over to here, and we'll chuck the dirt in. This thing is going to drive me insane. This thing is absolutely going to drive me nuts. It's just like, it's like, would you shut up? All right, so in the meantime, here's what we're going to work on, okay? We are going to get ourselves some new items, all right? Hammerhead, a plate, and I think I already have a tough tool rod actually made out of thaumium. And we got those the typical way that you guys all know and loathe. Know and loathe. Actually, I quite enjoy the way we Tinker's Construct. So let's get ourselves a brand new item. Should be in here maybe? No. Likes to, there we go. Thaumic tough tool rod. Awesome. So all we have to do is pour these out and we can get ourselves a hammer. A hammer. Yes, a hammer. The reason I actually did this, I've been putting off doing this, isn't really because I haven't wanted to, it's because I keep running out of time. So now that I finally have the, time to do this, we can actually go ahead and do it. State. I should have turned you off. Yeah, I really should have turned you off, actually. All right. Yet a wrench. Anyone? Yet a wrench. There we go. Flip. There we go. Stop that. And let's just make sure that this is configured vaguely correctly. Active with signal, signal off. Okay, good. So I can yank this out. And let's get ourselves, we need 2 plates. Eventually we need 2 plates. That's 1 plate. And we'll get ourselves a 2nd plate. And I really wish they'd give it a nice, easily divisible number for cobalt. But they really didn't. And it really drives me nuts, actually. So we can take that out. And we could hopefully use the last of the cobalt that's in there to get ourselves a hammerhead. Maybe. We'll see about that. There we go. Hammerhead acquired. So we can take that, and we can put this stuff away. I've been wanting to make a hammer for quite some time, actually. And, again, I didn't get around to it, Oh, we're going to need to do this too. Okay. So the next thing we're going to need to do in this little chain here is that we need to get ourselves, why am I even bothering? I can just pull this up. We need to get ourselves an upgrade to the tool station, known as the tool forge. Now, I don't remember if I have any more of this seared stone laying around somewhere. So let me just check one of my other chests just to be careful. Because if I do, I don't need to craft these, and I can use up, some of my, free up some limited inventory space that I have. Are you actually doing good over here? Yeah, you're, decently there. Okay. And do you need water at all? Doesn't look like it. Okay. As long as you don't actually need water, I'm happy. All right, so let's run back over to here, and let's take a look at, let's see, T-Con should be over here somewhere, maybe? Do I? Oh, I do. Look at that. Okay. Put you away, put you away. All right, so we need these 3 of these. All right. And we need some metal. Sort, please. We can just use the aluminum, I think. So, we need 1, 2, 3, 4, if I remember correctly. Aluminum is just one of those things that we don't usually need a lot of. And it goes something like this. And this should get us the tool forge. Made nicely out of aluminium. Aluminum is the American pronunciation. Aluminium is the British pronunciation, by the by. For those of you who didn't already know that and aren't going, for heaven's sakes, Kess, yes, we're well aware of that. Now shut up and get crafting. All right, all right, all right. All right, so we'll just drop this guy down right there. Beautiful. And this opens up a whole bunch of new items. The first of which is this guy. Okay, so let's do that, and this, and we'll call him Smashy. All right. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. We now have our friend Smashy. The next thing we're going to want is another one of those redstone energy cells, or sorry, leadstone flux capacitors, so that we can attach it to this thing and have a not too bad time of it. So why don't I come over to here? Oop, I should eat something. Sounds like a kiwi jelly sandwich is in order. Thank you. And we have some sulfur, some, I think it goes copper and 2 lead if I remember correctly, and 3 redstone. That chest is getting a little vacant. If I did this correctly, and the number of times I've had to craft this, you'd think I would. Yeah, leadstone energy cell. In about 10 seconds, that's probably going to start charging. Yep, there we go. Because of my handy-dandy wireless charger that's down in the basement. Exactly. I know the food is probably a little weird, by the way, but we'll get to how to make that food in a future episode. For right now, just understand it involves a fair amount of crafting and patience, and something I don't have a lot of. All right, so we now have Smashy. He is now an RF-powered tool. You can see he actually got a little drill on the front of himself, which I think is quite interesting. Now, the cool thing about this is that if I come down to here and I hit this on the wall, it mines a 3x3 area. Nice. 3x3. Yeah, I like it. Just makes crafting or mining just a little bit easier. So we'll put them away. Actually, while we're doing that, we can put the coal away too. And see, you could actually see the chest open and closing on the other side of my building. Okay, so do we have any sugar yet? Let's see. Cross your fingers. No, we don't. Oh, great. Okay, so let's start with the next part of this that we need. So once we get ourselves that, all right, we're going to need to look at making ethanol. And not the sort of ethanol that we have for forestry, but the ethanol that we use for RotaryCraft, okay? So we need a magma crucible to smelt ethanol crystals into ethanol, and that requires 750 RF. That isn't bad. All right, so the fermenter gives us sludge. Does better with, interesting, saplings. That's very interesting. Okay, rock melter, that's pretty chill. At what, 180 C? Well, how hot does lava get? Let's look at this. Rock melter, all right? It doesn't require power, so it may actually be a better solution now that I think about it. Because if I'm correct, we should be able to get 180 C, right? Yeah, we can get much higher than that. Yeah, we got our blast furnace significantly hotter. Okay, so let's get ourselves a bucket. And you like the decoration job I've been doing over here, by the way? I like it. I like it quite a bit, actually. Yeah, I thought it came out really nice. I'm really trying this season to actually be much more aesthetically pleasing, or at least less eye-rendingly bad in my builds. Okay, so we have you going now. So if we put that there to keep ourselves from getting killed, put that there and then that down, right? You know, let's see. I'm not certain if that's actually going to be hot enough, but we'll take a look. All right, so I'm probably going to want myself another one of those. Okay, so let's get ourselves another set. Yeah, let's do that. All right, so let's get some more tin. Let's get all the rest of the crap we're going to need out of here. I got some more gears, resort that. Okay. I know I'm going to need some redstone. Okay. We're going to make ourselves a rock melter, first of all. Can I just make you? Oh, right, because you're in the wrong table. I need a reservoir first. Or not. Really? No, for heaven's sakes. Having to use 2 different crafting tables can really be a pain in the rear end. All right, so let's just get a bunch of these. Actually, I'm going to need a couple more of those anyways. So, not that, there. Let's get one of you. Let's get you back out. Let's get that rock melter going. And then let's take a look at our... Okay, so we need the DC direct current. And we want another fermenter. Right, because it has to be in a crafting table. Oh, for heaven's sakes. Come on. This is the one thing that drives me a little nutty about RotaryCraft is having to do this stuff. All right, impeller. And... no. 4 base panels and 4 tin. There. Much better. Okay. So. Have any of you grown yet? Come on, you're killing me. All right, well, let's just demo it. For heaven's sakes. I hate stealing one of these, but let's just demo it out, and we can worry about that later. So, in theory, if I shove this in here... God, that's a racket. And I put that in there. Invalid or missing items. Fermenter. No, we need to get yeast. It's not claiming that it requires any water, but I think it needs to be significantly hotter than it is. So let's actually come in from this side. And let's try it this way. Lava time. If at first you don't succeed, try lava. Or maybe it needs water. I don't know. I don't know what these things need. Let's steal some water from this and see if it needs water. Oh, there it goes. So it did need water. Yeah, it's way too hot in there. So let's see if I can get the snippers. Where are the snippers? Snippers, not snippers. I need my flint. Oh, there it is. Flint and steel. And we got ourselves some yeast. Okay, great. So now we need to look at making ourselves a... So I have 1 fermenter, right? So to make ethanol crystals, I need to get sludge. And I need sludge. It needs to be fairly toasty, but not quite as toasty as I got that thing. All right. So that leads me to believe that we need to actually get ourselves some more netherrack. Right, right. All right, so let's come over to here. And hopefully Rika's sidedness behaviors don't cause me issues. Some RotaryCraft machines, I don't know why. I think it's just the way my brain works. I get a little confused sometimes with how things are supposed to be interacting on the sides. I don't really know why. It's just that's how my brain does it. My brain gets really confused about it. Okay, so you're running back there. Let's throw you down there. Let's get you lit. Let's put down our DC electric engine like that. And let's get ourselves our next fermenter. And put in the yeast. We put in another lever, which I don't have any of. That's okay, because we probably need something else that I'm blanking on. Actually, we could probably use with some pressurized conduits now. Now that I'm thinking about it. So let's get that. Let's get item. And what else do I need here? That's a very, very good question. Actually, I could probably also do with an aqueous accumulator. Yeah, that should do fine. Okay, so rock melter. Great. Let's come back over to here and we can start this going. Okay, and then we're going to need that there, that there, that there. Okay, good. Wait, what sort of power do you need? Frictional heating. Are you kidding me? So we don't need that lava at all. Okay. So you probably need water. And I need to get a lever and something to work on you with. So let's get you. And let's come over to here. All right. Word of warning for you guys while I'm doing this, which is that I tried to be a smart guy and use MFR to automate RotaryCraft crops. Unfortunately, there seems to be an issue between RotaryCraft and MFR. And rumor has it that MFR does not, will not, and will never support RotaryCraft anything. I don't know why. That's literally just what I heard. I could use a steam engine. Steam engine is more power than the standard RotaryCraft engine. So I'm thinking that that will do me well. So let's do this. Okay. So now if I put my rock melter down, I put my steam engine back here. And of course, I need to grab some more netherrack that I completely forgot about. And this is why Mr. Kassarian can be kind of derpy on occasion. All right, so let's jump back up to here. By the way, this is all in the name of getting lubricant. Yeah, I know. All right, so let's get ourselves that netherrack. It's just sometimes RotaryCraft is not one of the mods I am the most familiar with. Even though I've done I've done spotlights on it. So sometimes I can be a little confused here. All right, so let's light that on fire. And then over here, how am I going to do this? Let's do that. Let's get out our shovel. I forget that these things are mighty fast. Okay. Fill that in, and let's do that. Actually, we can probably, if we're careful on how we place our aqueous accumulator, get away with doing this. Yeah, we can. Okay, great. All right, so we have 1 bucket of water. Blink. And we can yank another bucket of water out of this thing. Yoink. And put that one there, put that there. Awesome. All right, so let's get our fluid conduit. Throw that up there. Run it over like this. Hope that for once the sidedness behaviors actually make sense to me. Otherwise, I'll have to go off camera and spend about 30 minutes figuring out which side I'm supposed to be connecting to. Connect that. Hey, look at that. It's actually filling itself up. Awesome. Okay, so now let's just run this. Oh my gosh, for once it worked. For once it worked. Connect to that, connect to that. All right, that actually worked. Except it didn't. Nope. Okay, so we'll yank that off. We'll do this again. There we go. Okay. No, okay. So we need some more pressurized fluid conduit. That one I remember, because I remember that that usually likes to accept from the back. but getting somewhere pressurized fluid conduit should not be any sort of an issue. So let's just get, that's the wrong chest. Let's get 3 of you and 6 of you. Awesome. Let's do that and this to get some more of this stuff. And we'll just run over to here and see how this goes. Okay. I went too far. Okay, so we'll dig that out. We'll connect them. And we just have to wait for it to get up to 100 degrees Celsius. Okay. As for this thing, it has water in it, which is good. That's very good. Let's run over to here. And let's see. Alrighty then. What do I have that you can use? Saplings. We can do leaves, saplings, sorting leaves, unknown, random leaves, sugarcane, grass, fern. So depending on how hard it is to get a hold of, I guess. Jungle, acacia, dark oak, poppy. Okay, so anything biological. Let's see if we can use potatoes. That seems like a good solution. Potatoes may in fact work. We'll see. So I'll come over to here. I'll go with this thing. Apparently not. Oh, wait. Needs to go in here. Right. Do-do. 6 seconds. Says it's operational. Not seeing any movement on it, though. Oh, this is why. All right, hold on. I completely forgot to actually turn these things on. Hey, look at that. It does work. Oh, and it doesn't need extra yeast. That's really nice. Okay. So then we're getting sludge out of here. So let's do that. Okay, so now if I go to here and I give this thing a shift left click with the west side, extract always active, right? And when I flip that over, fermenter. So it's receiving from the fermenter. Let's do this. Always active, right? Okay, so the sidedness is going to be a pain in the rear end again. And how are you doing over here? Have you come up to temperature yet? No, no, you haven't. Let's try this way. I actually don't remember whether I used lava or what I used. 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92, 93. Come on, start running. You need to hit 100 degrees Celsius for you to actually start running. Right, because you need input from the bottom. Great. Absolutely great. All right, so let's get rid of that. Get rid of that. We'll do that. See, this is what happens when I don't read the instructions. So let's put that down, and let's give that a good old whack. Okay. So, lava will go right there. And we just need one of those J-turn thingies, or a shaft, bevel shaft. That's the word I'm looking for. Okay, so we're out of time. Great. Bevel gears, thank you very much. Yeah, again, it's kind of interesting to see which way you're actually supposed to be, doing this. So let's jump down here. I want input black, output up. And then I'm going to put this guy back over to here. He's filling up his internal tank. Slightly stronger. Continuously. Water piped in. Risks overheating at 150 degrees. So we'll see how hot that lava actually gets it. Well, as soon as it actually heats up. Okay, so we're out of that. We just need more sugar, which I'm fairly willing to guarantee I don't have any more sugar cane grown. Nope. Okay, so I'm going to come back in a few minutes, and we can see how this is working. And I can see if I can actually automate this thing. And we're back, folks. Okay, so I think we're good. I think. It's a kind of a big I think today. All right, so let's right-click you, switch to fluid mode, auto-extract, active without signal. And, of course, it doesn't work. Okay, so let's try from this side, then. Or actually, what are you doing? You're doing that, right? Okay. So let's pull this, because I forget I can do this as well. I can shut that down. Right-click there. Extract. Active without signal. So we now have ethanol in there. Good. Okay. So then we can just go up. Like that. Connect that. We can go over like that. Shift click. Disabled. Shift click. Still not cooperating. Maybe. Nope. Oh, for heaven's sakes. Okay, so we'll connect that. There you go. Okay. Connect that. Then we can go over again. Connect that. Okay. And then right here, we'll put down a reinforced tank. Boom. So that's going to store ethanol for us. Perfect. So the way this system is working, theoretically, is sludge is being put into here. You can see sludge. Sludge. So what happens is we produce yeast here, right? The yeast gets pulled out, put into our fermenter, gets pulled out of the fermenter, put into our redstone furnace, which smelts it, auto outputs it into the rock melter. So for example, if I chuck some sludge into here, okay, you're allowing sludge. Fermenter. Why are you going into the fermenter? Oh, because you're going sideways, right? Insert. Yeah, okay, so let's just do... Actually, let's just get some dirt, because that is probably going to be the easiest way to do this. Hey, how did I get yeast in my... Okay, fine. Fine, fine, fine. So you need... That fermenter needs what? You also need yeast on your whitelist. And you need dirt. Put yeast in. Alright, so the yeast got pulled out and just got put into this guy. Look at that. Okay, so you're getting pulled out. Why is no one able... Oh. Did I have a connection get completely foobarred over here? Let's disable you. Let's yank that item conduit. Let's put it back on. There we go. Okay. Let's remove that. So now that's cooking up. That's going into the rock melter, coming out of the rock melter, and going into our reinforced portable tank. Hip, hip, hooray. Awesome. That is amazing. That is fantastic, in fact. Okay. Yeah. Slowly but surely. And once we get some more sugar, we should be able to get that going as well. Okay. So now the last thing we're going to do really quickly in this episode, and I'm not even certain if I really exactly have the time for it. So let's get... I can't even do that. All right. Well, I guess it's probably a good thing we can't, because I am out of time for the episode. I apologize for that, guys. Hopefully in the next episode, we'll come back and be able to get this done. Hopefully I won't derp out quite as much, but now at least we have ethanol production courtesy of Rika and RotaryCraft. Awesome. And I'm probably going to need a noise muffler in here because it's probably louder than I would like to think about it. That's fine by me. Okay, so these guys are all running. These guys are all running. Our electric engines are running. And, oh, the trick with this, by the way, I put lava underneath it because our temperature in here is so low. Our ambient temperature is minus 26 degrees Celsius in this room. I don't know why. I think it's a biome-dependent issue and the biome isn't registered. So what I did was I put it on top of lava, and then I shoved a cooling fin on the top. And what that's doing is that's just cooling down the steam engine for me. So the cooling fin just makes sure it stays at a nice 112C. It's not going to overheat at 150. So that's awesome. Thank you very much for watching, ladies and gentlemen. This has been Mr. Kasarian. I will see you all in the next episode. Happy mining.